Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my 20-week update. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are halfway through. It's official. I've only got 20 more weeks to go till I meet this little beautiful baby. This week has been eventful, unlike my previous weeks when it's been a little bit boring. But let's start with weight gain. I have this week seems like there's been a growth spur, so both mama and the baby have had the growth spur. So in terms of like weight gain, I gained about 2 pounds this week, which is around a kilogram. So now I'm at 53 kilograms, which is 3 kilograms above my pre-pregnancy weight. And it seems like the baby has had a growth spur as well, just from measuring my belly. I've grown 2 centimeters this week. Could be because I've gained some weight as well, but who knows. We'll see the belly at the end when we do a belly shot and the measurements. But yeah, and obviously my boobs have been getting bigger. TMI, a lot bigger this week, and I can definitely notice that. Yeah, again, it could be related to some weight gain as well, and some colostrum being produced and all that jazz. Right, so this week I am out of breath. That's one of my but that's one of the symptoms I've had this week. I'm feeling very pregnant, I feel massive, and I'm walking like a duck. I'm waddling everywhere I'm going, and it just feels like I just feel really pregnant. And yeah, it's just hitting me that the fact that I'm, halfway through my pregnancy. But yeah, I feel massive, and you'll see at the end how big I am. So as I said, this week has been very eventful. So I had my 20-week scan, which I'll talk about in a second, but then also I think I touched on this in my last video, my 19-week update. I was so cramping. It was so painful. It was a bit like a contraction pain. Well, not a bit. It was a lot like a contraction pain. The only difference is that I wasn't actually contracting, so my uterus wasn't tightening at all. So I ended up in the hospital a few times because I was so worried about the pain, and it was excruciating, and the paracetamol would not work. And yeah, basically I went in 3 times in the maternity assessment unit, and the consultant there has actually checked everything from my cervix, the thickness of my cervix, and the birth canal, and the baby was not ready to come out, so the miscarriage risk was eliminated. I didn't have a UTI, so a urinary infection, no symptoms with that. So they said, it's really unlikely that's the case. They said it could be round ligament pain, although you would expect that. So my pain was everywhere around my stomach and my lower back as well. So it wasn't just in my lower abdomen or my lower belly to be round ligament pain. Excuse the lighting, by the way. It's sunny and then it goes in. It's weird. It's England. What can you do? But yeah, they checked the placenta was fine. The amniotic fluid was fine. The baby was doing great. I saw the baby so many times this week. I had like 3 scans, I think. My 20-week scan and the 2 scans with the consultants. And yeah, everything just looked good. They don't know what causes the pain. I'm not in pain anymore, but they did give me cocodamol, which is a pain relief tablet, and I try not to take that unless I really need to, because it's really strong, and I'm a bit against taking medicine when you're pregnant. I just don't agree with it. But yeah, when I was in super massive pain, excruciating pain, I was taking 1 or 2, but now I feel good. I'm not cramping anymore. So yeah, that was scary. It was really scary going in so many times in so much pain. I didn't get this before, and it was so new to me, so I hope I don't get it again. And then they checked, obviously, when I had my 20-week scan, everything measured well, like normal, no defects, you know, that could be seen on the scan, which is great. I got to get some pictures of the baby, which are not great, but at least it's something. So this is one of them. It's sort of like, it's got the head looking at us, like at you. And yeah, that's that. And then we have this one here, just resting its head on the placenta. And then we have this one here. Oh, that's the same one. And then we have this one here with the arm by the head. It's so cute. As I said, to me it's cute, but I can appreciate they're not the most adorable pictures, but it's my baby and I love it, so I don't care. But yeah, I was so happy to see that everything's fine, everything measures fine. I did find out that my placenta was anterior, so that's in the front of the belly rather than in the back of the uterus, and it's high as well, so this could explain why I haven't felt the baby moving so much, or the kicks were not so strong. But this week the baby's been moving. I keep saying the baby's been moving a lot, and I can feel like proper kicks this time, and it's so great. And my husband can see it too, and he can feel it. And yeah, if the baby kicks slightly up higher, like around my belly button, then I can't really see it that much, or I can't feel it that well. But if it's lower down, then I can feel it so well, and it's adorable. It's the best thing in pregnancy, just being able to feel the baby move. It's adorable. The baby was breech when we had the scan, which means it was pretty much upright with the legs down, pushing on my bladder, which is not fun. And head up and looking at you, so facing this way, which is not so good for a normal birth, but we're still early. It's still 20 weeks. We're still at 20 weeks, so there's plenty of time and space for baby to move around, and hopefully it will move into the right position. But I think that's because the baby was in a breech position that I was feeling that cramping, but I'm not 100% sure, and no one actually mentioned that to me. But I have this impression because I think the baby has moved since then, because I can feel kicks on the side of my belly, and I'm not cramping anymore. So I don't know, I'm just guessing. But yeah, let's have a look at the baby bump. So this is the bump for 20 weeks. I'll be 21 weeks tomorrow. That's from the side. That's from the front. And from the other side. And that's with my top up. And I feel like I've grown so much. And let's do measurements. So I was 85 centimeters last week. And I think I am at 87 when I measured this morning. Actually, it's only 86, but I didn't have lunch, so let's just call it 86. It doesn't matter. So that's 1 centimeter growth from last week, which is fine. The baby is growing and the baby is doing fine, so that's all we care about. Okay, you guys, I hope you loved today's video. It was a bit more exciting than in last week. Oh, I forgot to mention cravings. Sorry about that. I haven't had any major cravings this week. Like, you probably got used to that with me. But I was actually craving at some point cookies, and I ended up making them myself because they didn't have any in the shop and they were too sweet anyway for me. So I made myself, with Aiden of course, we baked some cookies with, what did we make them with? With white chocolate chips and black currants or something, some red dried fruit. I can't remember now the name, Jesus. Cranberries and chocolate and white chocolate chip cookie. Yes, and they were delicious and I loved them so much, and I sprinkled some almonds as well, and it was beautiful. So yeah, that was my sweet craving for this week. It's been a crazy week in terms of like pains and weight gain and all that, but what can you do? It's lovely. I'm pregnant. I love it. The baby's fine. The baby's growing. And yeah, I'm just gonna go and have lunch now because I'm starving. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.